Hello, 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 all of my Real Housewives of Atlanta lovers out there. I am so excited about this season premiere that just happened last week. I'm running a little bit behind. The new episode starts in 2 hours, so I'm going to turn this out really quickly for you and just go through each lady and how she started out the first season. So let's go ahead and get this started. I want to say this was the most exciting Real Housewives premiere I've seen in a very long time. I'm usually very underwhelmed by them. Well, I have been the past few years. Housewives just hasn't been doing what it used to do for me. So this week was very exciting because I loved every minute of it, and I'm very excited about this whole season and all the drama to come. Of course, the first woman we're going to talk about today is Miss NeNe Leakes. I thought she had a great start to the season, opening her gifts from Teresa and Joe and some other notable people. It was kind of cool to see that. NeNe, I'm sad for NeNe that these opportunities that she had didn't come to full potential. But I'm kind of selfish, and I'm really happy that we have NeNe in the full flesh, not worrying about what's going on in Hollywood, focusing on Real Housewives of Atlanta this year. And I think she's really going to bring it, and it's going to be a great year for her. She's married now. She doesn't have to focus on a wedding or worry about all that Greg BS. She's just going to be a perfect professional housewife, and I love that, and I cannot wait. So NeNe, bravo, congratulations on your 6th season as a housewife. It's going to be a great year. Up next, I'll talk about Kandi. Kandi, I think, is going to have a rough season, just because all her family drama and everything's going to be out there, but I don't think she really has to worry too much because the fans are always rooting for her. And she's one of the most likable housewives in all of Bravo. So she has everyone on her side for sure with the whole Todd situation. I want to see what Mama Joyce thinks about what her reasoning for believing all this stuff is. I mean, I'm sure Mama Joyce always wants the best for Kandi. That's her daughter. And I'm sure she has very high standards of what she wants. But if she feels something fishy is going on with Todd and Kandi's BFF, then it's probably happening. So we'll see how that works out, but rooting for Kandi always. Next is Phaedra. Phaedra, I don't know what's going on with Apollo. I'm not feeling him this season. I don't trust him. He does seem shady. But, I mean, I don't want to say that because I do love Phaedra. She's one of my favorite housewives. And I am looking forward to seeing much more of Prince Aiden and Mr. President this season. They're so adorable. And Phaedra is the funniest housewife ever. So I want to see all of her adventures this season, everything that's going on with her. And I want to see her turn Kenya out on her ass because she needs to cut the shit out, texting other people's husbands. That is not okay. Next, I'll talk about the devil herself, Kenya. As much as I cannot stand her, she is a great housewife. She brings that Danielle Staub entertainment to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. While it's unfortunate for the ladies, it's great for us and it's great for Bravo. She is so unlikable. Very hard to root for, very hard to understand where she even comes from with all of her crap, but she makes for great TV, so I'm glad to see her back, and I can't believe that she was so upset about this whole Walter BS, NeNe inviting Walter. Actually, I do not believe that she was actually that upset about it. I think she just wanted airtime, and I can't believe that she grabbed NeNe's ear. Really? Really? A couple seasons back, NeNe would have slapped the shit out of her, but luckily for Kenya, NeNe is all regal and, so fabulous now, so NeNe didn't even waste her time on that BS. NeNe didn't waste her time to give Kenya the airtime. She moved on. So hopefully there's no more of that. Next, we'll talk about Portia. Portia, I really like her because I really believe that she is who she claims to be on the show. The way she carries herself, her emotions, everything. I really believe that she feels that way when she is in a friendship situation, in her situation with Cordell. I don't think she puts on for the cameras. I think she's herself. And also, she totally brings that Gretchen Rossi or Brandi Glanville, Melissa Gorga, youngness to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's like that hot young housewife, and I don't think they've had that, so I'm glad that they have her there now. Last, but certainly not least, is Miss Cynthia Bailey, the sweetest of them all, the fabulous friend. Cynthia, I don't want you to socialize with Kenya at all. I don't like it. Like, I feel like you're a good friend. Like, be a good friend and don't socialize with her. Like, keep her away from you and your girlfriends. You're smart. I feel like you only keep her around for entertainment purposes, which I get that because I do like to have that one hot mess friend that you're like, oh, you're so entertaining with your hot messness. But I just don't like to see you socialize with her. Like, have the other housewives. I know you didn't know she was coming, but bring the other housewives to the Bailey agency. Don't mix with Kenya. I just don't like it. But I'm looking forward to seeing everything you're doing with the Bailey agency and all the cool things you and Peter are doing as a couple. I'm excited to see what happens with that. I'm really happy with the cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta this year, and I'm glad they didn't make any changes because the changes sometimes stir the whole dynamic. They mess everything up. Like, it's better when there's a little bit more history there to work with, so I'm glad that it's the same cast as last year. I do want to talk about the whole Walter being invited to Nini's wedding thing. I do not believe that Kenya is really upset about that. I think that she only wanted the airtime, and if she was, I don't think she has a right to be, because one, Walter wasn't her real boyfriend. Everyone knows that. No matter how many times she tries to say he was not her real boyfriend. And two, Walter seemed to get along better with all the Atlanta people than Kenya did. So Nene should have even spared Kenya the invitation. She wasn't going to come anyways. Like, invite Walter. Why does it matter? Who cares about Kenya? I don't. No, I do. I like her on the show. Just kidding. I would have loved to see her come to Nene's wedding and act a fool, but luckily for Nene, that didn't happen. All right, well, that is about it on my first recap of the season. I'm hoping to be bringing you them every single week now. Things have been crazy because I just got married, but keep watching HousewivesHoedown.com on YouTube, and make sure you follow me on Twitter and on Facebook, and make sure you're checking out HousewivesHoedown.com every single day for Housewives updates. Have a great day. Don't forget to tweet with me tonight during Real Housewives of Atlanta.